Hello guys, let's talk about the high cost of living in Ghana presently. Things have become very expensive, and we still need to survive as a people. And so here are some of the tips I would suggest to you out there if you want to still do something and earn something and maybe cut costs and live within your budget. Because one thing is for sure, elsewhere around the world, especially here in the West, if the cost of living goes up, they definitely also increase salaries. But in Ghana, sadly, it doesn't happen like that. Only a few companies do it, but majority of the people are left to manage with what they have. So for example, if they were earning 100 cedis every month and the cost has risen by 200%, they still have to manage with the same 100 cedis and nobody cares about them. That is the sad state we find ourselves in. But there are a few things we can do to find ourselves smiling again. When you look at every country, you may suffer a disadvantage and you may suffer an advantage too. One of the advantages we tend to have as Ghanaians is that we have a structure of building where we always have land available. And so in most homes, there are lots of spaces available for growing something. At least you can plant some maize, you can plant some pepper, tomatoes, etc. So there are things you can actually do at home to kind of sustain your living in a way, to subsidize your living, so to say, right? And so I would suggest you go out there and start doing some backyard farming. Chickens are always running around, but one thing I can suggest to you guys also is to start looking into good protein. Source of protein is rabbit. I personally have a rabbit farm, and then I know what I'm talking about. I mean, with a rabbit, if you're a family and you just keep one, you get a female and a male at home, you're good. They give birth a lot. Just leave them, they'll do their own thing, and they will supply you with endless meat so you can use at home. And then once you have abundance for yourself, you can also sell some. In case you want to know about the rabbit thing, check my other channel, Rabbit and More, and then I'll link you to some other farmers if you're interested in knowing the whole chain around rabbit farming. And so that is one thing I would suggest to most of you out there, to take advantage of the situation. Yes, our situation isn't getting any better, but when we look around, we can still find solutions, and that is it. So for people who are also in the diaspora or people who live in Ghana who have money and are looking to do something, it's about looking for agricultural products and add value to it. So currently, regardless of how high things are, people will still be buying stuff. And so if you don't have the time to go invest a lot of money in farming, etc., then please go the way of adding value to already existing products. One of the products I can suggest to you guys is rice. Go out there to some of the rice farming communities in Ghana, locate the farmers and negotiate with them and strike a deal and try to reprocess whatever they have on their farm and bring it to Accra or some of the big cities around and sell. This is one sure way you can actually make some money or make a living right there in Ghana. Now, for those living abroad also, it is a good time, although it is bad against the cedi, etc., it is a good time to send some dollars, some euros, whatever, especially the dollar, back home, because you can do a lot more with it right now. Yes, inflation is high, but when you still compare maybe a year ago what $1,000 can do, now it can even do more, even with the increment that is going on, etc. And so if you have a building project that is going on in Ghana, at least if you used to send $1,000 before, now you just have to send maybe $700 or maybe even $600, and it will get the same thing done. So I would advise that if you are out there and you are working on a project or something, this is the best time for you to actually put in the effort to want to complete it, and it is going to help you. Also, if you're out there and you want to get into the thick of things of Ghana, this December, go to Ghana and explore. You know, don't go for the party. When you go for the party, you would spend a lot, right? But go and explore. I always say go to Ghana, explore, have your own experience, meet the people, experience the people, and then check everything possible. And maybe it's not only Ghana. Go to some of the other African countries and check what works best for you, and I'm sure you can make something out of it. So right now, with the way things look, this will just be my tips. We should try to go into backyard farming so that we can grow our own food and try to sustain ourselves within the time being until things are okay. Also, if you have some money and you want to invest into something, add value to products and then look into that way. You might be able to strike something out of it. Rabbit farming is something you can do. Keep rabbits around in the house for fun. You can have their meat, you can sell some when you start getting a lot out of it. Also, if you have a project to do at home currently, this will be the best time to actually finish it, because you can actually spend less money to get more done. Although things are expensive in Ghana, but you get the gist. You are winning always at maybe about 20% or 30% margin, and so why not take that opportunity to do that? If you also have some great ideas over there where I didn't mention, kindly let me know in the comment section below what some of us can be doing back in Ghana to help save costs and to navigate through these hard times. My name is Mordin. Do have an enjoyable one everywhere you are currently. Peace out.